there's something very weird with this small account, and I'm going to show you something very strange on the screen. Okay, this is a real account. Enough with that crap. Pay attention to what you're seeing on the screen. Even if I scroll back to 20, I don't know when, 2012, the parameters are still gonna be the same, right? It's gonna be the same Shandis. I'm just scrolling back to show you that we didn't fund more from the previous Shandis, still the same. Okay, the goal is to grow, not blow. That is the goal. That is the main goal, right? To grow, but not blow. If you keep on blowing, stick around. I'm going to show you how to avoid blowing your tiny account in this video. This 2009, the information is still the same. I've made withdrawals. Think about it. I've withdrawn $475 US from depositing $4. Look at this strange on this. There is a stop loss, right? There is another stop loss. There is another stop loss right here. But watch this. No take profit, no take profit, no take profit. I know that you guys do the opposite, where you place take profit and don't place a stop loss. Stop doing that. Alright? Stop doing that. Where you have a take profit, but you don't have a stop loss. This is wrong. This is very wrong. So what you're saying is, every time I take a trade, I'm going to be winning. Because my mentor told me I'm going to be winning. He said it's a 100% start. There's no such. Right? We've made a withdrawal right there. Okay? From the $4 Shandis. That's the profit that was made. But the stop loss was respected. The stop loss was placed. Okay, so if we look at this chart, suppose now I was to say, let's take a trade now as I record this video. Maybe we're looking at this points here. We can move a trend line nicely. I'm just gonna draw, and I don't have time to draw a trend line as I record. Maybe you wanna follow the trend to the downside to sell here all the way to the downside, right? For trend traders. Maybe you're a counter trend trader that'd like to break out of this, or breakout trader in this case, and then buy this guy all the way to the upside. That is your decision. It's up to you what to decide, what you're comfortable with, what your strategy, the signals as you switch time frames from one time frame to the other. We are on H4. I'm just gonna use the 21 EMA. We are on H4, so we can switch to a much smaller time frame to look for our signals. Watch that 35 minutes video to understand that strategy. All right, so we can take a trade from here. Let's say let's start with the wrong thing that most people do. The wrong thing that they do is they ignore stop loss. They ignore stop loss completely. Because the stop loss is us saying we're going to be wrong. It's us declaring that we're going to be wrong. And in case we are wrong, we really do not want to lose all our money. That is us declaring. We don't want to blow. That is what the stop loss is there for. Forget about people saying, don't place the stop loss because the market will go and then come back. How many times have you ignored the stop loss and instead of growing, you blew your account? We want to grow, not blow. Huh? And in order to grow, we need to have a proper plan. And that plan, of course, having a strategy is not enough. Most of you are good analysts. I keep on saying this. You are good analysts, but terrible traders. Predicting where price is going to go doesn't make you a profitable trader. It might not go there exactly. It might come down before it goes up. And if you don't have a stop loss, now you've lost. With your direction of, it will go up to 10,000. But what if at that split moment, it doesn't go in your direction, it corrects a bit before it goes there, and then you blow an account? Being an analyst doesn't make you a profitable trader. You can be a good analyst and be a terrible trader. You need all of this. Be a good analyst and be a good trader. If you just sell like this randomly, what have we done there? It looks easy because you just sold. And this is exactly what people do. This is wrong. Even if we have analyzed, but you can't just like click, sell. Just like, of course, if it moves in our favor randomly, you're just gonna make money. That will be luck. Alright? Why am I saying it's gonna be luck? Because we didn't necessarily assess the risk. That is why I'm throwing the word luck. Because you'll be lucky that you are not what? You're not blowing. And this is going to generate fear. Because you don't have a stop loss. You're going to watch the market. You're going to sit here, watch it day by day. Huh? And if you're in SA, then there's load shedding. Now you panic. You start kicking the kids and kicking the pots. Hey, bo? If you have a wife, you start yelling at your wife. If you have a husband, let me not say it. Just like more that like button. This is just a random trade that we took. And we're relying on luck because this might go nasty. It might go wrong, go up and hit and blow this account. Because we don't have a stop loss. That's why I'm saying we're just relying on luck if we are doing this. If maybe we're looking at a pin bar like this as a signal, it will make sense. But again, the signal will have to put something else, which is the stop loss. The signal needs to come with a stop loss and then the TP. Check the 21 EMA. If we're selling, where is the stop loss? None of this. Stop loss not there. We just decided to sell because you have so much confidence that price is gonna go in your favor. Okay, if you can afford to blow, okay, sharp. But if you cannot, or have been blowing since day one, this thing might go up here to $60 and blow this tiny account because we are doing things wrong. This is a wrong approach. We can blow easily. It will be blown. If price goes up, it will be blown. That's the reality. It might go up a little bit, blow your account, and then come back down. You were right on the initial direction, but being right doesn't make you a profitable trader. Understand risk management. Understand risk management before you start drawing lines. This is wrong. What I've done is wrong. This is not an appropriate way of doing it. Stick around. I'll show you a different trade on how to do it. Stop loss must be there. The signal must be there. At least, but that stop loss, we're not just placing it. We need to calculate it. And I'm going to show you how to actually do that. Okay? Because you won't sleep. You don't sleep. You watch the market. You will get inside the blanket. Today is hot. I believe those were in Limpopo. It's 40 degrees maybe. You will get inside the blanket and you don't even have an echo on that time. You just get inside the blanket and then the account is flashing red. You're about to blow because you're not doing things properly. That's just the reality. Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? I'm Chana. Okay, just click out of the video because that's the reality. Do you want me to lie and say, I know the market, I know the market make, don't place a stop loss on a $60 account trading VIX 75? I'm Chana. You're taking chances. If this is a trend line, you have done the analysis, but this is not enough. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you want price to go up. That's just your view of the chart. That's why you need to be able to analyze, all right? So that you have your own view. But risk and a plan. And that plan is part of risk. Risk management is part of the plan. If you're risking $40 or $50 here, or you'll be smoking weed on the $60 account, just know if price goes up, now you have $10 left. Now you're setting bullets because now you have $10. It's gonna be hard for you to do it over again. This is wrong, and most of you are doing this shandies. I don't know where you get the information. Let's just close this thing because it's a wrong trade anyway. That was luck. Don't say, no, at least we've made it. No. That was wrong. We did something. There was no stop loss when we did that. Suppose we were to sell again on this using the 15 minutes candle, the bearish candle that's taking place on the 21 EMA, H4 21 EMA. Do make sure that you watch that video if you don't understand what I'm talking about the EMA, the strategy shandies. Right? Just watch that video. 35 minutes. You still don't understand it. Stop sending messages asking mentorship, management. Watch these videos. Mentorship. You guys are used to getting scammed. What's wrong with you, Mar? You want quick shandies? Let's say we put a stop loss here. We place a stop loss here on top. You see what we're doing different now? We are preparing for a loss by saying we want to have a stop loss in this particular shandies. Because we're not magicians. Things could go wrong, but we need to plan this particular trade. We've analyzed, we've done all that and this, check the 21 EMA to understand what I'm doing exactly here. And with this analysis, we could still be wrong and hit the stop loss. Guys, that is the reality. That is the reality. And if you don't want to admit, that that's the reality, you're still going to lose a whole lot of money. I don't care who says what. Risk management is key. I mean, if people are trading for the banks are implementing risk management, who are we? Who are we with $70, $70,000 account, now $70 account? Who are we? Our plan should incorporate risk, entry and stop loss. Take profit, I really don't care much about take profit, but it must be 2 times what we're actually risking. So if you risk $10, your take profit should be sitting at 20 or even more. So that we grow our account, we make up for those losses. So that is very important, right? Plan everything nicely step by step. Don't rush into taking a trade. Okay? Don't rush. We need to at least get these parameters of where the stop loss is. So since I've drawn a line right here, I can just click on the line right here and then come here and then copy this number under point. That's where the line is. But you can cram where the line, if it's at 7 what, you can just cram and then type that on the calculator. But in this case, I'm just going to copy and paste on the calculator. Okay, so here's a calculator on the VINDI website. I will just put the link down in the description. There's a free calculator on the VINDI website. Just go there and access it. I'll put the link down below. So I've listed here, you can see the minimum lot size for VIX 75, the minimum lot size. Actually, I've listed all the minimum lot sizes for all these synthetic indices. If you scroll all the way to the downside, you will be able to see these shandies. I've listed for all of them. Okay, for all of them, as long as it's on the same broker. If you're using a different broker, then it's just gonna be a whole mess, because this calculator is specifically for this particular broker right here. All right, so that is the shandies. For step index, scroll down there. Don't use this calculator on top of the page. This is for all the indices except step index. You need to come down here. That's the calculator. Always remember that. And I've also listed the minimum lot size for that. Why do we need the minimum lot size? I will explain that in a minute as to why we need that minimum lot size in place. So if we just go back, draw a line, let me see if we move a line. Why am I drawing lines? It's because I'm trying to find out as to what level there is. So if I draw a line, I need to right click on it. Again, click here, copy that point. So this point is exactly where it's telling me where the line is in terms of points, of course, or digits, or that level, the scale, right? So or price, yeah, whatever you want to do, however you want to put it. So if I come in and paste it, this will be where I'd like to enter, where I'd like to sell or buy this particular shandies. And if you scroll right here, you can see that something is wrong. Look at that lot size, something is wrong. But if we change this, we change the lot size, you can see it is telling us you will risk this much. Now this is correct, this is fine. Okay, so you already know beforehand how much you will be risking before you even take a trade. This allows you to be psychologically stable. Hey, you will see fire, you will see the 12 disciples. If you don't do this every day, it's boring, it's limiting, but it will protect you. It will protect you. If you dial a very big lot size, you will see look, people just click on lot sizes because they don't know what they're getting themselves into. Look, if we click 0.1, look at that amount. Do we have this much? Do we have it in our account? Let's go back to the account right here. Do we have that much? Let me just go back and see what's the balance again. Look at that balance. Imagine clicking 0.1 thinking, I know, mchana, it will work out. Respect the lot size. Know your risk before you even take a trade. Otherwise, you're still going to lose a lot of money. And I know people don't want to talk about that because, well, Everyone wants boom, boom, growth, overnight growth and whatnot. But if it's not sustainable, don't do it. What's the point of Vindi being rich now, then the next 2 years is poor? It doesn't make sense. With consistency is key. Let's keep on doing the same shandies over and over again. Well, I'm not saying I'm rich, but I'm just saying. Okay, so if we decide to use 0.01 or 0.002, sorry, 0.001 or 0.002, let's say we just use 0.002 and we sell. This is the proper way of doing it. This is the proper way of doing it. We place our stop loss right here. Let's see, is this stop loss correct? Is this stop loss correct? Of course, price is moving up and down. If we don't go back and update it, you might find that our stop loss is slightly smaller or slightly bigger than that. But at least it's not gonna be $2,000 on a $60 account, which you don't have $2,000. We only have $60 for this account, right? And this is exactly what people's small accounts have to do. I'm making these videos to cater for people's small accounts, because if I talk about 2% and I talk about $5,000, not everyone's gonna afford that. But grow so that when you get to a certain level, you use a different approach to risk management. But this is for small accounts. Again, if I copy this price and then just put it on the calculator, just to make sure that we're getting stuff correct. And the lot size, let's just calculate it. Okay, we had calculated the lot size before. Let me just go back. This MT4 keeps on deleting stuff. I don't know what's going on, and keeps on deleting my lines. But you can just cram the number where price is, and then come here and dial it. Alright, come to the calculator and just more it. So if you're watching this video, still watching this video up to now, hit that like button. Let's get to 500 likes at least. I would really appreciate that. So if we more 0.02, it tells us it's $2.87. That's a little bit low. That's how much you're gonna risk. Let's just do 0.002. Okay, so that was 0.001. Now this is 0.002. We can take a trade with that and place a stop loss exactly where we've decided to place it. This is the proper way of approaching these shanties. Yo, I've been scrolling. Maybe I should just click on a higher time frame, because I've been scrolling trying. Okay, yes, we are back at this H4 chart. Remember, everything started on H4. We were looking at the 21 EMA. Check that strategy again. All right, we've copied all the shanties. That's where the stop loss is gonna be. Blah 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 blah. You calculate your risk, right? That is the appropriate way. Don't just look at the chart and sell like we did at the beginning of this video. Now we can set things nicely. 0.002. Of course, the stop loss might be a little bit different because price keeps on moving up and down. We've sold. There's no take profit. That is why I was saying something is weird, something strange, because I usually don't place take profits like that, because these things are volatile. You get them right, then you tend to make more than what you were actually willing to make. That is why I don't place take profits most of the times, and I don't watch these things most of the times. I just come back and then that's it. Right, look at it nicely. We have a stop loss in place. The take profit is not really there, because if this thing really drops fast, come down there, we most likely to make more than what we were going to make if there was a take profit. Okay, but the stop loss is always there. The stop loss must be there, Mchana. We are not magicians. Even if we were, we're still going to get wiped. The stop loss is us saying what? We are going to be wrong, not once, not twice, multiple times. The strategy is not enough. You have a strategy, but your strategy must tell you where to place your stop loss. Your stop loss, you use it to figure out how much you are risking. It's a whole shanties, it's a whole chart from point A to point B. Stop loss, important. I repeat, you've been hearing the word stop loss for the past 19 minutes, right? Yeah, because it's important, and that is why you are here. And if you think it's not important, don't use it. Don't use it. And let's see if you're gonna grow or blue. Right? If we were to place a take profit, maybe let me just move a horizontal line here, which is almost 2 times. It's 2 times the distance of the stop loss. Right? So I can copy this or cram this number, this blue line number here. I can copy it or cram it, this one, and dial it on the calculator. But it's not really necessary for me to go to the calculator and dial a take profit, because most people, when they see that, oh, I'm gonna be making small, now they increase the lot size and all that. Focus mostly on risk. But I can copy this point right here, select copy, and then I scroll all the way down to, yeah, that's where the take profit is, where I've done on that line. Then I can come and modify this order right here, modify, and then I click modify. Now the take profit is gonna appear where I've drawn that line, because I took the parameters, the coordinates of that line. So maybe let me move this line down so that you see that now we have a take profit at that line. Let me just move it down. These dotted red lines that you're gonna see, you can see that that's the take profit, exactly where that line was. That's why I'm clicking on the line and copying the point, and then so that I get those precise levels. But if you can cram where the line is, it's fine. Okay, so stop loss is there, take profit is there, alright, and this is a calculated stop. It's a calculated, it's not just a stop loss. That people will say, I know, Mr. Vindi, I have a stop loss, but they don't know how much that stop loss is. At least we know it's about $5.7 or $6. We're okay with that. If price goes there, it's gonna take that much. Like I said, since price was moving up and down, might be slightly bigger or slightly smaller than what we've actually calculated, right? Might be slightly smaller than this, what the calculator gave us. Again, I'm gonna leave the link in the description below to the calculator. Hey, people will be asking, where's the calculator? I want to download it. This is not for downloads. You go to the website, do it, because you're on a phone. You can't download and put on a Shandis. You can create a shortcut here on Chrome, add this to your home screen on Google Chrome. I'm pretty much sure you can do the same thing with Safari or any other browser. You click here, come here to add to home screen. You can change this Vindi Forex Shandis to whatever that you wanna write there, or risk calculator. At least it's gonna create a shortcut just like it does on your computers, where you have a shortcut on your desktop, right? So you can do that. So if I click on the desktop, like let's go to the home screen, you can see now I have this Vindi Forex Shandis right there. You can simply click on it, and then we're good to go, right? Then if I click here, then it's taking me straight to the calculator. I don't have to dial into the pages on the Vindi website. Is taking me straight to the calculate. Then I can quickly dial everything here. I can quickly move the price where I'm selling or buying. In the case of what we've done, the trade that we have running, it was a sell. So you click where you want to sell, the price level, the point or whatever. You click that, and then you click a stop loss. Where do you want to place a stop loss? Okay, this is coming from your analysis. All of this coming from your analysis. You've analyzed, you know where you're selling, you know where your stop loss is, you know where your TP is, your target is, your take profit is. All right, and then you choose the lot size, the minimum. Always go with the minimum first. Check how much this will be, and then if you say that it's small, then you can go back to the minimum and increase. In the case of that, initially it was $2, and then we changed this to 0.002. Then we ended up with 5.7. Then we are okay with 5.7. But if you decide to dial a big lot size there and you don't have that amount in your account, thou shalt see fire, thou shalt burn with the 12 disciples. Always understand this is for small account. Okay, for us to at least know how much we are risking. I created all this for you guys, not for me. This is for you. Okay, I went through the trouble of creating this in the website for you. See, I've listed the minimum lot sizes for you to check. Not every volatility have the same minimum lot size. Come here, refer to this table. Don't be lazy. That's what I'm saying. If you are lazy to put in some work on this Shandis, this thing is just gonna disrespect you by wiping your account every day. And then you come and say, Mr. Vindi, yeah, I've been trying this thing for a very long time. Hey, I don't know what the problem is. Risk management. Let me reply with the same accent. The problem is the risk management. That is what they have to do. The calculator for step index is down there. That's all you have to do. And a lot of you call me and I tell you the same Shandis, like I want to mentorship. And I'm saying, what have you done wrong? Risk management. They're like, I don't know. Now I know risk management. Implement it. Don't join any mentorship. That's what I'm saying. No mentorship, just do risk management. Don't join mentorships because you think another person will be your key to financial freedom and what. And that's the word that gets thrown around. Key to financial freedom. No, key to financial freedom is risk management. Do you want me to lie? Go, click out. You have watched for 25 minutes. You can click out, okay, if you want me to lie. Big or small account, risk management is key. I know somebody who blew $85,000 in like a month because there was no plan. And when I said risk, yes, look at that. Stop loss was hit. I was about to gossip. Stop loss was hit. Did we lose $10? Did we lose $50 million? Tell me if we did. Tell me. Did we lose $50 million? We only lost maybe $3 or $4. Like I said, since price was going up and down, the risk was going to be slightly smaller or slightly bigger than what the calculator was telling us. But at least we were prepared for this loss. We were saying we were going to be wrong. And in this case, we are wrong. That is what the stop loss is for. It's us declaring that we're going to be wrong.